Welcome back to Good Morning LaLa. And we have Brendan Meyers in the house for Wealth Wednesday. And, you know, if you look up his Instagram, his title, his biography is basically currently living. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I've been through a lot in my life recently, and I lost everything, but I also gained it all back. And I look at my situation, I look at where I am today, and I say, hey, I have legs, I have arms, I am thinking, I am present, I am living. And that's just it. I'm currently living, and I'm grateful for it.
Awesome.
So take us back to where you were, you know, in this past year, where you lost everything, and you decided, I'm going to flip the switch, and I am going to get it all back.
Yeah, absolutely. So I lost $100,000. I lost my dog. I lost a relationship. I suffered 2 severe herniated discs. I tore my shoulder in 4 places. I had sinus surgery. I had stem cell surgery. I had complications. I got addicted to pain pills, whatever. I had all these different things happening.
All at once?
Yeah, within like a 6-month period. A hurricane hit me, I got stung by a bee, I couldn't run from it, you know, like all these different things. And so I looked at my situation and I said, you know, I could either just allow it to cripple me. I could allow it to just put me to my knees and give up, you know, because I thought suicide runs through your mind, and it's, you know, you have to control that. And so I did a lot of meditation. I learned about myself. I said, hey, if I truly want to make an impact in this world long term, I have to not only get myself out of this, but I also have to do it in a positive way and show the world what you're capable of doing. So I actually tatted something on my wrist called Warrior Spirit. And it just means no matter what, even if you get stabbed in the heart, you're gonna fall flat on your face, not flat on your back. And you're gonna keep on pushing forward. And I also tatted something called It's All Good, because every single day I would just say, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good. And now I've had a lot of really good things happen to me.
Now
recently.
it's all good.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, it's real good.
Oh, that's so important. I think that it's interesting because some people, there's a consciousness of wanting to make a difference in the world when you begin to do your own self-development. There's this desire, and some people go, why do you want to help the world? What's that all about? And I'm a true believer that we're all one, and we're one consciousness. So we can't truly move past our pain or move fully complete healing until everyone's been healed. What's your experience, and what's been the driver for you to not only heal yourself, but then heal other people, make a difference in the world?
I would say understanding my situation so deeply, like why I was feeling, a lot of it was stress, right? So I would look at my situation and I would say, okay, how did I even get to this position? Well, heartbreak, and then other issues because maybe I wasn't training correctly and I wasn't being structured like I was teaching other people exactly how to be, you know? And so I think it's just a matter of, there's just so much I have to say about that subject. It's just, I felt compelled when I was like all the way at ground zero to find a way, even when I didn't think that there was a way. And I allowed myself to feel what I was feeling, embrace it, and then learn and then build. And as I was building, I didn't know what I was building. It was just like a block and a block and a block. And I was like, I don't know where this is leading, but it led to today. And that's kind of like the situation at hand where I broke out of it.
Well, and it also led to the Creative Fitness Academy. Tell us about the blocks and the blocks and the blocks to build that.
Yeah, so I came back out to California. I was living in Florida, that's my hometown. And I actually woke up, I went to sleep, and I had like a lot of suicidal thoughts. I woke up the next morning with 5 text messages from people, and you can't explain that, right? But it was my calling to be able to get back to California. And then when I got here, I didn't really have a vision. I didn't have anything. All I knew was just keep moving forward and everything life is in my favor. I'm not in life's favor, life is in my favor. And so I just kept on moving forward, and eventually I came up with this idea. My partner and I split on another business. I thought everything was ending, and then I called up a friend and I said, hey, do you want to develop this business with me? And he was like, yeah, I would love to be a part of it. And then I called up another friend, and hey, your network is your worth, right? It really is. The network, the way you communicate and you connect with people is everything. And I called up 13 people, and they were like, I'm all in, because of my passion and my trust within myself, they saw it. They saw the vision.
So interesting to me. One of my favorite Steve Jobs quotes is that life can only be lived forward, but only understood backwards.
Yeah.
And it's only by looking back that you're able to connect the dots. But when you try to do that, living your life, it's really, really hard.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to trust in something. You have to have faith in something, whether it's God or source or your own instinct
Yes.
or intuition. You've done that exceptionally well. Did somebody teach you how to do that? Or have you always done that?
Yeah, you know, a lot of life situations when I was younger, you know, I was bullied, certain situations where I had to just trust in myself. And that's really where it started. But I watched my father. My father would wake up every single morning at like 4:30, 4:45 a.m. You know, he had a whole family that he had to feed and he had to work really hard for. And I would crack open the door and watch him every single morning. I just told him this about like a week and a half ago. He was like, what, you used to do that? So I used to watch him every single day. And that's where I really found trust within myself. So I said, hey, if my dad can do it, then I can do it as well. And I developed and developed and developed, and now I'm here, and I trust myself like more than anybody could trust themselves. Like I know anything that I do, anything that I touch, anything that I speak about, I could do it if I do it with my effort, I can make it happen.
It's pretty wild because that trust, that self-trust and that faith is built on something that essentially is invisible, right?
Yeah.
Because if that faith and that trust was only founded or based on something that was visible at the time you were going through things, you wouldn't have been able to maintain it.
Right. And I think where people go wrong a lot of the times is they don't picture themselves 6 months down the line. And what I'm trying to say is like they don't look at 6 months down the line. For instance, someone that wants to make $100,000 a year, they won't invest in something because they don't picture themselves being in that position today, in the present time. And so some of the things that I tell my clients, people that I work with, I say, hey, imagine yourself 6 months down the line, you have a six-figure business, everything's flourishing, you're building, your friendships are great, your relationships are great. Okay, now take that right now and invest in yourself and do what you need to do. Work like you've already in that six-figure mindset, because that's where, like being present like that, that's where you'll overcome so much.
Well, I got that part down.
Yeah, right.
I love that.
It's all good, Jack.
It's not going to be just fine.
So where can people find you to work with you?
You can find me on Instagram, Meyers, Brendan Meyers. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook.
Yeah, his workouts are killing it on YouTube. He's got almost 800,000 subscribers.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I
Great
appreciate
work.
that. And for me, it's not even about working with me. It's about just taking some of my words and some of my vision and implementing it into their own lives. And if anybody can do that, if I can say something that will inspire somebody, that's enough for me. I don't need anything else from it.
You already did. I'm inspired.
Awesome.
Thank you for
Thanks so
being
much.
here.
Yeah, thank
Appreciate
you.
you, brother.
Appreciate it. Thank
Stay
you.
tuned. We'll be back with more in Good Morning La La Land.